All right, welcome everybody to session number 8. So recapping a couple weeks ago, you all had fresh day, woken up, had went out, and just continued looking about for information on Len Buckles. You had found his safe, some of his belongings in his shared mining plot with Prospector Bob, and you had his key, but unfortunately there's a two-part lock mechanism to his safe. It also had a combination needed. You unfortunately did not have. So went back into town to try and chase down some of your other leads. You know that there was a few things mentioned that he was running with gangs. You finally met with the doctor, your fellow Twilight Legion contact, and he told you some of the same things. You know, Buckles was running around with gangs. The Marshal Wister, said that he thought one of the specific gangs was responsible for Buckles' disappearance. And there was a member of the Ghost Steel in the prison, in the jail, and you kind of talked to her a little bit. She wasn't much help. Went and had some grub at the Silver Fountain restaurant, some good Asian style, some good Chinese food, or some raw chicken in the Reverend's instance. And then I think from there you went and we're trying to see about, maybe finding a lawyer or somebody else to talk to, try and get more information out of the prisoner, the captive there of the Ghost Steel. But just kind of talking with some other people as well. You did learn that Bud Balak, kind of the main leader of the Ghost Steel, had hung out around Crittenden Ranch, worked there. So with that piece of information, you head out to Crittenden. Unlike previously mentioned, it is actually only about a 15-minute horseback ride out there. So we're definitely probably afternoon here. But you got to the ranch, and Keith Crittenden and his son Brock, as you came in, they were heading out from the ranch and said, hey, we got to go check some things out. If you can come along, we can continue to talk, but I've got a situation with my herd. And you go out to see his herd out in the fields, and along with it, a pile of just raw meat. Further inspection, it looked like somebody just completely butchered and slaughtered one of the cattle, but didn't... nothing was taken. It was all here. It was like someone just came in and butchered this creature just because. Very odd. The only clue of that you had was some very strange chicken-like footprints that seemed to go kind of north from the area towards an area called Poverty Flats. Heath Crittenden, he felt that, it was just somebody just playing a sick joke, coming in, stealing cattle, killing cattle, and then putting down these footprint stamps just, for some reason. But you followed those a little bit north towards an area called Poverty Flats, following those trails. That's where we pick up.
We are missing Uncle James in game.
Oh.
So we are.
I just looked down. I was like, wait a second. There's not enough names that are listed.
And hey, since I'm updating my gear, how many liquid courages are out there on your guys' character sheets? 'Cause originally
I have one, I think.
I got one.
I had one. I think we all took one and then never actually needed them yet.
Okay, so that means I have 7 left. Okay, perfect. Yep, I just want to make sure I got it right.
Oh, we have four poker chips now?
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. It looks like we're a little high on the bennies, unless something
Oop.
changed.
I just got rid of one.
I know
Why?
Uncle Jane's supposed to have one more. No, he starts with 4. I think the rest of start with 3.
There we go. I only refreshed mine. I didn't refresh. I wish it would like. I have to ask them to see if they can figure out a way to do GM
Whoops.
bennies.
Didn't mean. Apparently, if you click the number inside your character sheet, it uses one.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Cool. Okay. So you guys are heading kind of north from the cattle field, following these tracks, and I think it was John that you were the one that kind of were able to catch the tracks the best amongst the group, following those along on your horses as you go. And in the distance, you can kind of see a little bit of a silhouette of what looks like a small camp. And you see a plume of smoke that goes up from there. So probably just simple, campfire, whatnot. In the distance, I mean, it's a decent ways up there. And that's kind of where the tracks go, towards that direction. As you're heading that way, everyone give me notice checks. John Reverend. Oh my. Let's hope we get rid of that now and not later. So, you guys are just kind of focused on the camp before you, maybe following the tracks below and whatnot. But your horses all of a sudden pick up on something, and they are not happy. Everyone, please give me riding checks.
All right. I'm bad at these.
-2 at that, I think, right, Reverend?
Specifically bad at these. Yep.
What do you want to do for JT in the wagon?
You could still do. Do you have riding skill?
No.
Okay, so because I don't know that is driving in Deadlands. I forget.
No, it's fine. I'll just do untrained for now. That's fine.
Yeah, because I mean, if you don't have driving anyway, it's going to be untrained.
I think we got a runaway wagon situation.
Why didn't you? Oh, your wild that was a 6. That's why I was like, I saw a 4 and it didn't
gosh,
explode.
guys, again fails all around.
Look, man, we're consistent.
Oh my.
Let's lean into the drama.
So I'd
We
use
got
my
some-
Benny, but I don't know if I even want to use this early on. Second roll already.
All right, so as you are coming around, and something in the distance seems to spook the horses, and they all kind of rear up, whinny loudly in fear and whatnot. GT, the 2 horses on your wagon, are getting frantic, shaking in the harnesses and whatnot. You all, unfortunately, are fucked off your horses, as you cannot control them, falling down to the side. JT, your horses, they just kind of come to a stop, and they're frantic. They're trying to back up the wagon. You've lost complete control of them as well. And then finally, you do see the reason for this. As in the distance, you see 2 large skeletal beasts stomping across
Shit.
the field, heading towards you.
Oh, shit.
You hear the clatter of their bones. It sounds eerie because, they're not making any noise other than just this, like, almost hollow bone crackling or clinging together and whatnot, as they rush towards you, looking for a meal. So, let's go ahead.
And here I thought this was going to be the most normal Legion mission of all time.
I don't know why you would think that.
You're right. I don't know why I would think that.
All right, John, you have a, what's your quick draw thing?
If my action card is, I think it just automatically works, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's asking me. So, what's the below the minimum that you have to hit?
Well, it must. I guess something must have been less than a.
Yeah, it's a
five
5
or less.
It's a 5 of diamonds.
Yes, I think it's 5 or.
If it's 5 or
lower.
less, you redraw.
Yeah, I think that's why
Okay.
it automatically gave you a second. So I guess whenever that happens, just give me the.
Jack of
Guess I could-
Hearts.
I guess I could choose to go
So-
later, but
All right, so you're gonna get a Jack. Well, I think you can pick either card, right? You have that
well,
option.
I just thought about it. I could just hold my action if I wanted to go. Yeah, you may discard it again. You may discard, but I'll go ahead and take the Jack, I guess.
Okay. So what I'll have to do, I mean, it's just easier for me to roll everybody, but because I think if you roll that and you get it, it'll pop up for you, and then you can manage it.
Okay.
It should. We can test that later too, but
Yeah, I mean, I guess in general, if you just say, John, 3 or whatever, something else, I'll just tell you.
yeah. So. Because
Oh, good.
yeah, we'll show it later, but okay. All right, so you guys dusting yourselves off, picking yourselves up as your horses kind of scatter in the immediate vicinity from these large creatures, and you do hear in the distance, kind of towards that camp, you do hear a cry, a scream, as well as they're in definitely viewing distance of the situation. And Reverend, you're up.
All right. Well, what I'm gonna do on my revolver, both of John's, and either of the other two. You guys carry weapons.
Yeah, you
I
already
have no guns, and yeah, and we both got powers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste it on you guys. Then you guys have other things that can help. But on John's guns, and my gun, I'm gonna cast Smite. I'm gonna try at least.
Nice.
Hey, okay,
With a
so
raise.
that's with the raise. Is that with 2 raises? No, that's just with 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one.
Just one raise. Yep.
So, so for my gun and John's guns, for this load of ammunition, so for these 6 bullets, damage is +4.
Oh wow. Damn.
That was, let's see, casting it's 2, plus 2 more for the extra targets, so that's 4 points.
Oh, it bumped up because of the raise.
No, just casting it on more than one thing, 1 point each.
But
Oh,
I think it
nice.
was.
More power
But
points.
I think the +4 was because of the raise, right? Usually just a
Yeah,
+2.
yeah.
the
Usually
damage.
it's just +2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Nice. That's massive. So yeah, when you guys roll, I think there'd be a way to add those modifiers.
Yeah.
We'll,
So
we'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
there's
but-
damage roll modifiers in the
the
little.
Reverend will just kind of grab his cross, say a prayer, reach out a hand towards John, and John, the cylinders of your pistols start to kind of glow with this yellow energy.
Oh, all right. Usually it's poor form to touch on the man's guns, but in this case, I'll make an exception.
Just shoot the things.
That your full turn, Reverend.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
all.
you need to begin combat.
Maybe I back the fuck up a little bit.
Oh yeah, I forgot the little rolling.
Yeah, tokens. I forgot.
All these changes since last time.
All right. So Reverend backing up, getting some space, and we have our first.
Oh, I guess I will say, hey, Professor, you got any idea what those things are?
Big damn evil skeletons that we should probably destroy.
I was hoping for more of a scientific analysis, but that works.
All right, so first walking fossil is up and sees a snack here and is going to just kind of rush straight towards John.
Have a great time.
Indeed. Not on top of you. There you go. And rush towards you. And is going to wild attack. With a claw. So it is it's vulnerable, so attacks against it are +2 till the end of its next turn, but it has a bonus to its, I think, damage? Actually, no, it's, yeah, it's to the damage bonus. So, target you, yeah. Turns on there. All right, looks like we just hit 6, because what's your parry is must be 5 or lower, or 6 or lower.
Yeah, my parry's a 6.
Okay, yeah, I think it's immediate beat it. So it hits. Could be. There should be a +4 on top of this damage. And 8, 9, 10. Yep. So yeah, so 2 more points because of the extra wild attack. Which can I add that somehow? See that I can edit that down there. But that is what's your toughness?
5.
5. Okay, so shaken, and then 1 wound, and this is a 12, which would be 7 points. You just missed a second wound by 1 point. So,
Yikes.
all right. So yeah, you're shaken and you have a wound, and that will be. It kind of it rears down at you after it lashes out with its claws. It's pounces with its hind claws. That you can definitely tell seemingly much more effective. And it rears its head down at you. It looks like it's like growling or yelling at you, but roaring at you. But obviously nothing's happened other than the clatter of its bony jaw. From there, we go to you, John.
I'm trying to remember how to do the soak rolls here.
Oh yes, yep, you can do that. You can click. So
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how it works. It's a vigor roll. Success reduces.
do you have
raises.
that option in the chat card? Oh, actually, you got to apply the damage. That's what happened. Hang on. Let's do this target and boom, apply damage. Okay. Did you already apply that?
Oh, yeah.
See,
I have to fix that then.
I just
Okay.
did for you, but
All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I just spin to Benny, I guess, for a soak.
yeah. So you could do. I knew there was an option right there to try.
Nope, that didn't do shit.
Okay. So you are unfortunately
All right.
still wounded and shaken. And so that's your soak, which you get to do, I think, when you take the damage.
Yeah.
So now it's the beginning of your turn since you are shaken and
Mhm.
you have to make the roll right away. Bigger roll. Or is it spirit?
Oh, I thought it was spirit for the. It's same modifier, I guess. Either way, but
Okay. So you would be, yeah, and with a raise, I think you like completely heal up there. Where's that sheet?
You would think shaken would be in
Spirit
the SWADE
roll, yep.
rules.
If you do that quick reference I posted and it is in there, that at shaken, spirit roll at the start of your turn to recover. Success, act normal. So you can act normal. Actually, I got to see if you get a raise on that. That's what I'm thinking of.
I'm looking at the SWADE cheat sheet thing. No, that's healing skill. Hold on.
Why is shaken not a thing to search for in the SWADE rules?
Yeah,
That's
no,
weird.
look up
roll
damage.
Turn, act normally on nothing for spirit rolls on a raise.
Seems odd.
It just says act normally on success, free action only on fail. Free action only on fail.
Shaken characters must attempt by making it's free action. It's on the soak roll. I think if you get a raise on the soak roll, is when you get rid of.
Yeah, it removes multiple. If you get rid of all of them. So if I would have succeeded my soak roll, I would have lost my wound regardless. If you had multiple wounds, then you only lose one per raise.
So you're no longer shaken. You still have your wound.
Okay.
So the shaken should go away. I think there's a. Oh yeah, can you maybe click the word shaken in your sheet? We'll do a roll for that.
No.
It doesn't let you.
No. I can when I
Oh,
click
it just turns it on and off. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's fine. I just thought. All right. So you're up. You have a wound, but it's your turn.
Okay. John is going to skedaddle here and move what pace is 6? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Which I'll just say to the actually I'm gonna come back.
Now there are such things as opportunity attack.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, I forget what they're called. Anybody remember? Not.
Counterattacks?
Is it counterattack?
But you have to have like a special ability or something for those, I believe. It's not just anybody has them.
Yeah, counterattack it's special, but the monsters might have.
Out. Withdrawing from melee. Whenever a character retreats from melee, all adjacent non-shaken get an immediate free attack.
Oh, don't die.
What?
So
I thought that was well. I'm not gonna do that then. For some reason, I thought that wasn't a.
yeah, no, that. So the creature is vulnerable, so you get +2 to your.
Oh, okay. Well, it is. It's not everybody gets that. It's stupid the way they word it. So you get an immediate free attack. Click on free attacks. Some edges, such as counterattack and first strike. Oh wait, or options.
Withdrawing from melee.
A single unaltered by other edges or fighting or grappling attack that could include. Fire. Okay, well, I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna shoot him because he's vulnerable now for whatever. Anyway, which is what to my roll.
+2.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot him then. Oh, I should have had didn't have him selected.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna ask. That is well. Do you have close quarters, like a close quarters feature? Because I think
that's this would actually be against his parry then, I guess.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. To have a pistol, you can shoot pistols at close range.
Okay, so that's a 6. So that's a success, and it would be a raise as well.
Okay.
Or no, it's not. Sorry, it's not a raise. You need 1 more point for a raise. Wait, never mind. Math. You have a raise.
4, right? So
Yes,
raise,
4.
yeah.
6 and 4 is 10, kids.
Oh, okay, it's
I
not
was
double
thinking-
the 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be, I guess, raise damage.
Yep.
Plus
and you,
4.
+4, yeah.
Yep.
The good news is the whiskey has reached Todd's brain.
All right, nice. Did you add that +4 in there? Yes.
It should
Looks
have.
like it did. The better rolls, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so 15, which it looks like that is a shaken.
Shaken.
Yeah, but only shaken.
All right. John's
Oh
gonna
shit.
then fire with his second pistol as well, which will be also at +2. So I'll check that.
There you go. That's 3 raises.
Is that on? That's on the attack roll, right?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. You only get the one. You only get the damage bonus one time, but for a raise, but still. All right. 13.
Realize my.
Be. Oh wait, I think because of armor piercing. I think that's why it's saying it's a success. Because its toughness is 14. So yeah, that must be why.
Oh, because your AP ignores 1 point of toughness,
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. So that's why. And then the number, because the number on the sheet, it shows the full toughness, and then it shows you if it has any armor. Okay. So you fire into the beast as it's kind of over top of you. You're like almost like inside its rib cage as it towers over you. This massive like 20-foot long creature, and you just fire kind of up through it the first time. Spray of splinter bones goes everywhere, and you reconfigure, move again, fire and blast, and you are able to just find a spot and kind of like sever the neck. The head of it falls off from the thing, and the pile of bones just crumples at your feet as you take that out.
There you
go. John's going to then go ahead with his free movement, move back here next to Reverend, kind of look at him, look at his gun, give him a little nod and say, I like what you did here.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, my son.
And that'll be into the John's turn.
Alrighty. We move to Uncle James.
Well,
Walking fossil.
oh, nope, I didn't mean to do that one. I meant to do protection.
Oh god.
So I want to cast it on everyone.
Okay.
And so
Gotta ro-
additional recipients is 1 each. And I want to. So if I do, can I do additional recipients and more armor?
Say that again.
Sorry, can I do additional recipients and more armor? They're like separate modifiers.
Yeah, you can stack as many of those
And-
power points
yeah.
as you're willing to pay for. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so if I do that, if I do both, then it will be 5 total. So I'll spend that. And I gotta roll spellcasting. Ooh, so a raise. So everyone gets +6 armor.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah, armor. Okay. Right. Anything else along with that? How long it lasts, or any?
I think
It's kind of as long as
I think it's 5 rounds.
Okay.
Does that stack with the regular armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice. All right.
Protection stacks with all other armor, natural or worn. It is negated by AP as usual.
So does that mean that, like, if my toughness was 7 before, it's now 13?
Say so. That's
Nice.
yeah, that's good.
That's rad.
All right. I should have used some bennies on the other fossil, but we're definitely gonna bust them out here. Anything else, Uncle James?
I don't. No.
Okay.
I will not do anything else this round.
All right. The other.
We're all standing back here like, you got him, Reverend. Or JT, take care of him up there.
The
Yeah,
other
you
beast
got
is
this.
up and is going to head down towards the snack in front of him. And
Hey, take that as a compliment.
yeah, right? Looking like a snack. And in the same fashion to John, it's kind of rears down and pounces onto you, JT, making himself vulnerable, but it wants to get, that extra, little bit of extra in its attack with a wild attack. And therefore,
Let me get my protection in there. Sorry, I was still setting
Mhm.
up. You said 6? I think
yeah.
Beef.
We'll have to
There we go.
if we can set up like a quick item for that next time that you guys can add, and then quick modifier or something. So.
That's smart.
I
Yeah.
just added a dummy armor in my inventory that I set the armor to.
And then it stacks.
Yeah, I did it in quick access and it stacked just
Nice.
fine. So.
Okay, cool. All right, so it is going to come down and do wild attack. All right. So JT, your parry is a 6 or lower.
That's correct. 6. It's 6.
Okay, so meet it, beat it. He's just able to. You guys are all right.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to fucking make this thing work.
So it does connect with you, and hopefully Uncle James's armor is gonna pay out here as it comes down and rolls its damage.
Well, yeah, I'm the one because I have armor and Uncle James' armor. So,
What are you sitting at then?
20?
well, 13 toughness with 8 armor. Oh, I think it's gonna be enough to get through though.
All right, so it just gets through and is going to go ahead and make you shaken. It doesn't get anything beyond that, but it shakes you. And it also kind of lets out a silent roar as its jaw just kind of rattles as the bones are there. And it looks around and sees that you have kind of been caught off guard, and it looks down, wanting to, you assume, come down and try and enjoy a snack. But JT, you are up.
All right, so
So you're
Clearly it
shaken.
would
So
be
top of the round, you need to deal with that with a spirit roll.
So why does that get shaken if it doesn't go over like total? Or is
no,
the
my toughest is a 13. So it's
okay, and
enough
that's
to-
including the 8 armor? Is that?
yeah, I'm assuming yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I haven't checked the math, but
Yeah. So on your character sheet, the 13. So you have a toughness number. That's your total. The
Okay.
armor says how much of that toughness is armor for armor penetrating purposes.
Gotcha.
I wonder if I set it up wrong though.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you should
That's
have.
probably right.
What's your standard toughness, JT?
9.
9. So you should
You did
be
15.
at 15.
Plus 6 would be 15. Plus your other armor that you normally wear.
No, if his
Yeah,
normal
so-
toughness
Oh,
is
you're talking about your well,
9.
okay. So his normal toughness with his armor is 9. His normal toughness is like a 5 plus 4 from regular armor plus 6 from special armor. Should put you at 15.
I think it's not. It's okay. It's all right. We'll just keep rolling. I'm sure there's a math thing here, but the spirit roll failed, so I'm gonna Benny that,
Okay.
and that's not gonna help.
All right. So unfortunately, you are still shaken, and you can only perform free actions. So you can run away, things like that, but really any attacks or casting.
Yeah, no casting, right? Yes, I guess we're going to spend the round trying to move the wagon. Well, maybe I just get out of the wagon and I run. I think that probably makes the most amount of sense. So I'm going to grab my cane and a stick of dynamite from the wagon, and I'm just going to run. So he's going to get his free attack.
Yes. All right, and it will. Just a simple swipe at you with its upper claw. As you begin to do that. And it will hit. Yeah.
It's gonna be important to know your actual toughness here, maybe.
Yep.
Nope, won't matter.
Okay.
Didn't hit.
That will miss. Good roll,
Get
too.
through the armor.
And, all right, so yes, it's just swipes against you, and you can feel that magical armor on top of your own from Uncle James fend off the attack as you work to run away. Go ahead and make that move.
Yeah, and each square is a pace, right?
Yes.
All right, I think I'm just gonna come straight back to the group. I've got the dynamite in one hand and my cane in the other. I'm like, if one of you gentlemen can take this dynamite, I will prepare a lightning attack. But not right now.
All right. So this, okay, we go to our next round. All right. So John, you got a jack of clubs, so that dealt you in normal. But the fossil came out on top, beat you by a suit, just barely. And
That ain't good.
it is going to look down, and why does it say that it's?
Just a question, Todd. The wagon and horses is still right there, so is he snacking or is he coming after us?
Yeah. I was just thinking of that. Let me
Oh, I thought the horses ran off.
Well, not the
First
one
hit.
attached to the wagon.
They had the ones on the wagon were like kind of backing up and uncontrollably. So, yeah. Let's see.
Unless he eats them straight away, I can probably heal the horses.
I just realized what I should have done. What I should have done is just spend a Benny to recover from shaking and then blasted his ass.
Oh, that's right, because it's a free. You don't have to soak it. Yeah.
Oh well.
There a
Yeah. Oh well.
I mean,
We're all
technically-
learning.
I mean, technically, you did spend a Benny, so I guess.
Just
But
And
I did
something
not
else there,
blast him.
oh, there they are. Oh, they don't have. They just have a W for wagon. They don't have an item yet, but say that's
a
theirs.
W.
Yeah, no art for that one yet, but so yeah, I was kind of thinking about that, and it sees two horses here on this wagon, and they're kind of freaking out. So yeah, I think it's gonna go down after them.
Oh, you did- The horses didn't get a turn to run away last round.
They're probably shaken at the very least.
So it will, yeah, go down on one of the horses. Do we have horses as a
Yeah, horses is in there. It's in there.
in general SWADE, right?
It's interesting. I was reading about equine leadership training today, where they use emotional training with horses to teach leaders, and horses are hyper emotionally active. So if I'm shaken, they're probably shaken.
All right, and I mean they are tied to the wagon too. So, but yeah, all right. So it's gonna attack that poor horsey. And it will. Really, it's gonna fail.
The horse does not want to be killed.
That's not right. Horse has a 4 parry.
But don't forget his special armor he got from Uncle James.
The horse?
It was all targets, wasn't it? Or did you have to spend points to actually pick the number of targets?
I targeted us.
6.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
didn't
just.
think
I thought it
about
was
the
just.
horses.
I thought it was just anybody within range. I didn't know if they had to specifically say it was for 4 people or how it worked.
It's saying that it's 6. I don't, or do I got the wrong somebody else? Oh, cause I know it went after you, JT. That's why. Cause I had you targeted as well. So that's a hit. That is a hit.
Someone needs to tell that beast he can't reach me over here.
I guess nothing happens on a crit damage, but so yeah, nothing. The horse kind of out of the way, and then the creature is going to it's kind of rush down into the group.
I'm not sure how something without
Does
gums something, but it.
Does the horse get a free attack? Just kind of kick it.
Nay.
It has a kick, sure. Yeah,
That's a
I'll
thing.
allow that. Well, it's kind of
Or
tied
if the
up.
horse kills the fossil, John.
I imagine that's like the gear attaching it to the wagon, like blocked whatever bite it was trying to do.
Oh, it even had a raise or explode.
All right. Unfortunately, the horse is in that harness and cannot really. It does lash out, but nothing happens. All right. So the fossil moves forward and gets next to Uncle James, and we go to John. You're up.
Okay. John's going to, with his 2 pistols still drawn, fire 2 shots at the fossil. Try to target this way. First with his trademark Colt Army.
Is this the sound's not work? Why are the sounds not working?
Oh yeah.
Because that one should be in there.
Oh, right, the gun sounds.
Yeah.
I updated it too. I wonder if I bet you it.
Oh, like it updated the text file so it doesn't have it saved.
It's Rosa. Did you rename the gun?
No, that's what it's always been.
Rosa.
named.
Yeah, still there. I don't know.
Weird.
All right. So you hit there,
Okay.
and it is it had a second turn, so it's no longer vulnerable.
Okay. I still get my +4 from the magic bullets here, so we will roll some damage.
So
It's not
actually,
magic.
no, you have vulnerable checked on your thing, so that gets rid of 2 points. I think you'd be a fail on that first shot.
Vulnerable. What? I don't have vulnerable checked.
Yeah. Wait.
Shouldn't the fossil have vulnerable?
Walking
Because
fossil
they're in the wild.
vulnerable. If
You must have it. You must have it checked. I don't put vulnerable on things.
I do have it. How did I
Wild attack.
turn that in? Oh, it must have. Yeah, it must have. Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't have went away though, because I did that 2 turns ago. I guess it doesn't know that well. So. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's still been a 4 though, right? Which would be a hit.
Oh, sorry, because you're shooting. Yes.
Yeah, shooting this time.
Yep. I was looking at.
And 20 points of damage.
Damn.
Got some exploding 6s there.
So that is a. You have armor piercing of 1, so it's a 13. That's 7. That is 1 raised. It only.
Oh, with the applied damage should what? Add a wound.
Oh no! There you go.
What does that mean? It just dies?
Nope, it soaked
Spend a
all
penny.
wounds and removed shaken. All right. John's shot blasted. He staggers back a little bit, then he shakes it off and comes back. And John says, "Ah, there's more where that came from," and fires his other Colt revolver at the fossil. And you have vulnerable taken off now?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. Damn.
That +4 is quite nice on top of everything else I have.
Jesus.
Exactly. I think he's
Exactly.
involved in this combat.
Yep.
+4 plus the raise.
You're welcome.
Plus my +1 on already for damage.
Oh my goodness.
I was just spending all the bennies.
That's a good. Yeah, how
That's
does
what
that?
they're there for.
All right. So another great shot. You blast off a bunch more of its rib bones and whatnot, and he's looking just, it's almost more just kind of spine. He's not much there, but the central part of his structure, his skeletal structure, is chunked away, missing, splintered, but it's still there and angry. For attack.
Sorry, I'll be right back. I know it's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, yep. Well, is it talking about specifically per?
Yeah, it's not turn, it's per
Attack, okay.
attack. So that's
Gotcha.
you did 2 attacks. Yeah, that's how I interpret it as well, because I just had checked that. So.
Okay, so I was wondering if that
Nope.
was possible to keep just using bennies on that.
All
Well,
right.
this is that-
Anything else for
it's
you, John?
John's going to go ahead and move over. Nah, I guess just kind of move back over this way. That's it.
Okay. What were you saying, JT?
I was just saying, this is that moment where you keep putting the rounds in the Tyrannosaurus Rex in Jurassic World, and it just keeps coming.
All right, Reverend, you are up. And it's been a long time since you had... Because you went first last time, didn't you? I think you're muted.
Classic.
There you go.
All right. Yep, I'm gonna take a shot.
All right, that does connect.
All right, so I need to remind
Oh,
myself.
you
how
didn't.
guns work.
You didn't
I
target.
didn't target it. No.
Go ahead and target it now, and then.
Is that a right click or a double click? What is that?
Right click
double-
and then the lower left icon. Or
You
no, you guys
double-
don't have the icons.
Double right click.
Oh, there it is. There it's targeted.
Why do you not have? Because you didn't target, it doesn't show icon.
I guess not.
No, we can only do that extra stuff on our own tokens.
No. I'm talking about on the chat card. There's no damage.
Yeah,
Do you
there's
have
no extra
damage
stuff.
dice set up properly? Like.
Oh,
No, I do. It's just because I didn't have it targeted.
he didn't do a gun. He did shooting, probably.
That's
Oh,
what
that's
happened.
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Shoot your.
That's my bad.
Use your gun.
Yeah,
There you go. So just roll the damage. At the bottom, the one, not the plus sign, the other one, because it was just normal.
Oh, +4. Give me a break.
Still 7, I guess. Or Benny's.
All right, so, yeah, do you wanna?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend Benny on that.
Okay.
I swear.
How is it less?
How to
I
get,
don't. Oh, because that's 10. I didn't check the +4.
you forgot the +4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how did it go
Alright.
down?
That's 10. Literally couldn't have gotten worse, and yet it did. Ah!
Unfortunately, yeah, with that, even at a 10, unfortunately, still, you just, John has taken too much away of it, and you're just missing. It's going through empty spaces and whatnot. Anything else from you?
I'll back up some more.
All right, we're gonna run out of map.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yay.
I know that's not how that works, but yeah, that's my
James.
turn.
Might be muted. Max.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. So with the standard modifier to increase the duration, so confusion has a duration of until the end of the victim's next turn. So would the double duration be basically for 2 of its turns?
I would think, yeah, if that's, yeah.
Okay. Then I am going to do that. I forget, is the extended duration just one more PowerPoint? Or what is
Is it a modifier?
Yeah, let's go to powers.
I would say, aren't
Oh,
they usually one each?
are you talking about your regular, if you do smite and it runs out at 5, you can spend another PowerPoint to keep it
I thought
going
you had to
duration?
do that before, when you cast it.
No, I think JT, you may know. I think if you have a power that has a duration on it and it's running out, you can spend another PowerPoint to extend the duration.
Yeah.
But I think
it's one PowerPoint.
Yeah, I think what you were thinking of, Max, was just making something that affects 1 turn affect 2 turns. But I think that has to be an actual modifier to the power itself.
Oh, because I thought there were some modifiers that were universal, that you could apply to anything. I thought I remember seeing that, but
Yeah, the SWADE rules say powers may be maintained for their base duration for 1 PowerPoint per individual. So you spend 1 and it basically adds the duration again.
okay. And is that what page is that?
That's 154 in the SWADE rules.
Okay.
The top right column, second paragraph.
I don't have Adobe on my new computer, so I'm just viewing it through a web page, which is interesting. Okay, yeah.
So I think you would cast the power as normal, and then at the end of the victim's next turn, you can say, I want to extend that and spend another point. I guess you could kind of upfront say that you want to do that, but
You
guess
don't
you-
need to spend the PowerPoint ahead of time.
And in case he's not alive at the end of his next
yeah,
turn.
actually, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, because something could happen to the situation. So
Okay. Was I just misremembering that? Because I don't see that one I was thinking of now.
For which power?
I thought, oh, it wasn't a modifier. It was just they can extend it until. Okay. Well,
you casting that then?
yes. Sorry about all the.
That's fine.
So.
Really wish we could click on the spells and see the description of
I
them.
can, but yeah, you guys can't.
Yeah, it's just weird. You put that as a request feature.
Actually,
Let other people see
it's
people's
not even all in there.
So
That is a success.
and then he needs to make a. What's it? He needs to make a smarts roll.
All right. You can guess. Not gonna be too smart.
They have no brain, right? Can't be too smart.
Yep, they had to,
Nope.
had to hit it on the hit it on the money. You know what?
Yeah, spin those bennies now so you can't soak my kick in your
Yeah.
ass roll.
Ah! Oh my goodness! That's one smart dinosaur.
So, I think that fails for you, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, if he fails, so nothing happens. Okay. So it survives the attack. Anything else from you?
I guess. I'm actually gonna run towards the wagon.
It is gonna take
Shit.
You
attack on you.
Okay. You did not get a raise on your thing. Okay.
That was close.
I just saw if James got a raise on his casting, the smarts thing is rolled at a -2.
Well, he rolled an 11, so
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. I was just
Okay,
All right,
so
so-
I'm shaken.
So if you click your token, James, and then you can click the little check mark in the chat card, and that'll apply the damage as well. It's another way to do that. And I think when you do that, then the other card pops up and asks you to soak it, I think.
I am not. So,
So-
like, click the check.
Here. There you go. Okay. Nope, not for shaken. So it did apply it to your sheet.
Okay.
I think it's just for the soak in the wounds, because you can't soak a but you can just
yeah.
Spend
Like
the
JT
berry.
forgot. You can just
yeah.
you do that at the beginning of your next turn.
No, you can spend a Benny to immediately eliminate a shaken condition. Can be done at any time.
Oh, we can. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
do you want to
I'll
do that now?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. You can remove your shaken status. All right. And then JT.
You know what? I think it's about time I get a closer look. So I'm going to spend that Benny to clear shaken. And I'm going to go ram my bang stick down his throat. All right, so we target him. Move closer.
JT, don't get closer to it, you dumb son of a bitch.
Oh, I gotta hit this thing.
Oh, there's the
Oh, his bang stick made the sound. Ah, come on, what the hell?
Even when I miss.
It got the nice ricochet
Uh,
sound.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a Benny because we need this hit.
the visual work too.
That doesn't hit him though.
You should have stayed at one range away and not melee.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. What's the bang stick? Is it a
It's fighting. It's fighting. I have to hit his parry.
parry? Oh yeah, no, that you didn't then. 'Cause
Yeah,
you-
Oh, I thought it was
four.
I thought you statted it like a shotgun.
It's
Well, it is a shotgun,
shotgun
round,
like
but
shell.
it's in the tip of the cane.
yeah.
Slam it into the person and boom,
Ah.
shotgun. Okay,
Alright.
so it doesn't go off.
the person or piano or dinosaur, you know,
You'd get you
Whoever
could
it
use
is.
Anything
The
else,
piano I
JT?
did with the sword, I think. No, that's it. Now I'm in mortal danger.
Okay, we go to round 3. We'll shuffle
Wait.
some new cards here, action cards. See what happens. Oh.
The initiative is not loving me tonight.
Hang on. It included.
The
didn't-
fallen one
There we
resurrects.
go.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Joker.
a Joker. You guys should all get bennies.
Ooh.
for that. Rich, did you use all yours?
I have one left.
Now you gained one, right? Yeah, because you all just got one, so.
Oh, yeah, I guess I did use all of
Yeah,
mine.
you were down all of
Well,
them.
you did. Oh yeah, you soaked one, you bang sticked one, and then you
Yeah.
tried to
And then shake it,
re-roll a
and then-
All right.
shake, and we didn't have to. the
So
first time.
beginning around 3, a few of you got the jump on the beast, on the creature, and then you, John, with that you also get.
Yeah, this is our first Joker. I guess some like modifiers and stuff.
I think
right?
you get to go wherever you want in turn. You also, I think you do get plus like.
Action cards. +2 to all trait and damage rolls this round. So I'm doing +6 on the damage roll.
Nice. And you do get to go whenever you want, right? That's the other part of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna stay where you're at though. Top of the round.
Man, maybe I'll let JT try to use a bang stick on it again. Or we can
Well,
actually have to use his sword.
I've got the dynamite in my other hand, so honestly, I have half a mind to just light it and run again, and just blow him to kingdom come.
No, I think John, being a gunslinger and seeing that JT appears to be in some danger with the giant fossil standing over top of him, is gonna go ahead and with his pistols drawn, fire shots at Mr. Fossil here.
Okay.
So first with his trusty Rosa at a +2 on the attack here.
Nice. That definitely hits, and a raise.
And +4, +2 on the damage with the raise. Ooh, not the greatest damage with all that included. Penny hit again.
Does not succeed. So unfortunately, well, for the creature, you, John, you, or shoot, yeah, see it, got the wrong person. There it goes. Okay. Yeah. So John, you pull out your trusty Rosa, fire into the beast. You've hit it a few times already, and you just kind of know the sweet spots, and you fire off a single shot, and it goes through. And again, you kind of like find that sweet spot to sever some of its connections. It falls apart, crumbles to the floor, to the ground there in front of JT's feet, and Kyle fade. We just kill the audio there. So come out of combat there. Reverend,
Yes.
as the dust settles, and you know, whether you step forward, up, whatnot, there's something amongst the two lumps of bones. You see something like you sense something coming from the fallen corpses, if you'll call it that.
Weird. I'll walk over there and see if there's anything interesting within the bones.
That was some fancy shooting, Mr. Cooper. I'm quite impressed.
Well, it looked like you were in a spot of trouble there, charging in with that stick of yours.
Yes, Mr. Cooper, that was very bad of me. Uncle James, could you bring me my bag and my camera so I can do some research, and then we'll let Reverend do his thing.
Reverend, when you're done fiddling with that pile of bones there, I could use a little medical attention.
Yeah. Sorry about that. kind of forego looking through the bones at this point and turn around, move over to John. How bad are you bleeding, son?
I've been in worse shape than this, but doesn't feel too good.
Was it just one wound?
Yeah. I can't remember. There's different ways to get rid of those too. I know there's like healing, but you can also just
I've got
There's like natural healing.
I've got 20 power points.
All right,
so
we'll
not a
let
big
you-
deal.
We'll let you go ahead and do that. Yeah, no, there's natural healing, I think. There,
I
that's-
don't know
feeling
that
good.
a raise gets me anything with this power, but
I think it would do multiple wounds potentially, or something extra maybe.
No, there's nothing for a raise. I have to spend extra power points to get more wounds.
Oh, greater healing,
Yeah.
neutralize
Crit-
poison. Oh no, it says a raise removes too.
Yeah, remove. Yep.
Oh, nope, there it is. First line. I can read.
So, Revan, you turn to John and call out to the Heavenly Father to help out, and some divine attention towards his wounds of battle, and you're able to patch those up. John, you're back to better health.
Have to go buy another damn new shirt.
You know,
Reverend, is you get your attention drawn back to these pile of bones. Give me a spirit roll, please.
Oh, sure. I can do that. Wow. On the D12.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Still success there. You sense that there's something to be gained from at least one of these creatures' essence.
Right, it's this. All right, I'll try to
I will say, if you want, just as a first time here,
I forget
a
what
raise
this gets me.
a raise may gain you some more information out of that spirit roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it another shot. It's a pretty good chance.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
All right. So yes, you sense that there's something here to be gained, that could be helpful, could be useful.
Sure, I will attempt to, as I'm sitting there trying to figure out what I'm feeling, I'll begin to absorb the essence of these creatures. One of them.
All right. So you'll reach out and see the rest of you see the harrowed individual up next to the pile of bones begin to count coup as he seems to absorb something from the bones. And Reverend, you feel yourself as it absorbs, that demon voice that you in the back of your head every once in a while that you've maybe become accustomed to lets out a little bit of a chuckle, very mild, but kind of a satisfied, like, good, of what you've just done. But then you feel yourself be a little bit heavier, something just like more solid and whatnot. You've absorbed the hardened bones of the fossilized creature, increasing your toughness by 1.
Yeah.
However, comes at a cost,
There it is.
and your pace goes down by 1 because these bones are heavier.
Very
The Reverend
cool.
just get his first word
Now,
of
how
power.
does it? So, like, is this like a visible thing we see, like ectoplasm coming out of these bones, or is this like invisible? We just see him like
Yeah, I would
Drop to his
say
knees like Highlander, and he's just like,
I would say that it's more something he can see. So yeah, it's more like it's not the actual bones. It's an essence. It's
yeah. I guess what
Yeah.
I'm just wondering is like as we see
you just see him over
standing
there.
over the bones. He's just looking at it. Or is he like all of a sudden he's like, more power, like.
All right, Reverend, how
He'll
go ahead.
so as he's standing there, kind of looking around, and you can kind of see this moment where he's confused, kind of looking around at the bones, trying to figure something out, and then he seems like he comes to a decision and absolutely still for about half a minute. Barely doesn't move at all, not perceptibly at least. And then he comes back over as he's walking with his hand on his chest, kind of like rubbing something strangely. And those of you that have, I don't know that anyone's seen the hole in his chest, but you know that he has a hole there. But it appears that his chest is solid again, at least for the most part. That's strange.
All right there, Reverend, taking a pretty keen interest in them pile of bones.
There was something strange within there. And I got the idea that I could use it.
So whatever evil is inside those the bones is in you now. As John
Maybe.
puts his hand to his revolver just in case.
I'll be the first one to let you know if I feel any evil tendencies coming on. But no, feeling a little slower, but it's mighty strange to have ribs again.
I guess I would know what it's like not to have them. I've been able to keep all mine as of this point.
I would recommend you keep all of them.
I've cracked a few here and there, but they seem to heal up eventually.
You guys hear the sound of heavy horse footfalls of horse rushing toward. See a gentleman and a female. They whip off their horses. Gentleman rushes for it. My lord, my word! Did you see? Is that really happening? Are these things up and walking around? It's kind of he's wearing kind of a tan safari-esque type investigative outfits.
I should not have laughed.
Well, it appears they were walking up until the point I cut them both down with these 6-shooters.
You took down a walking fossil with a gun? That's quite impressive. Quite impressive.
Well, it sure beat them having us for a snack. John kind of rubs his shoulder a little bit where he'd gotten clawed by the fossil.
These things were looking to eat? There's nothing on them but bones. Quite peculiar. Sorry, where are my manners? Dr. Erastus Weeks. This is my assistant, Jessica.
Just kind of like give a look, like a sidelong look at the professor.
Oh God, not another goddamn doctor or something or other.
Well, doctor,
Whoever would like,
allow me to introduce myself.
you see a little bit of a kind of fellow recognition between the two of you, two men of science and whatnot. Whoever wants, give me a notice check. And JT, you can give me a, let's see. You don't have regular
Science, research, or just smarts, whatever.
common knowledge +2.
Oh. Do I actively forget something that I once knew?
Is that what it says for
No, but I got a critical failure.
That's just unnoticed.
I do.
Yeah, you're just not really paying attention.
It's a
Where
6
is it?
dot. I forgot to add the modifier.
A 6? Okay.
Yeah.
I do have that though, by the way.
That sounds awesome. And I can't read it, but it
Oh,
sounds
Foundry,
awesome.
it'd be awesome if I could read what that
Be right back.
is.
Uncle Cooper's the mysterious. Uncle James the mysterious.
So
kid.
basically,
Can't read
just
anything.
things never go as smoothly for this character.
Well,
It's,
that's about par for the course for
yeah.
us.
I have luck to balance it out, but
All right, so did Reverend didn't roll notice check? See if he back.
Did you want me to throw one of those in there too, or I figured
If
I
you
was
want, yeah, if you
occupied.
want.
Look at all them.
There you go,
Little
nice.
forwards.
Okay, good. Yeah, so JT, as Dr. Weeks and Jessica, come forward, and you turn towards them, you definitely notice, JT, that Jessica is, she's kind of looking about the area, and she seems a bit sheepish about what happened here. There's definitely something. You just pick up on something in that regard. In regards to, you recognize the name Dr. Erastus Weeks,
Oh boy.
but
Okay.
you can't put your finger on it, unfortunately. You recognize the name, you know there's something about him, but you just don't know what it is. It says, but he continues and says, I'm out here with my assistant, Jessica. As I said, we're a bit of excavators, you could say. You're into paleontology, if you will. This is we found a few of these, parts of these specimens out here, but just to see a complete skeleton, let alone it up and walking around, is just unfathomable.
Yeah, it was a real treat.
Quite impressive specimens. These look like some fellow theropods.
Or what's?
Yeah, you'll have to run that
From
by us
the
again.
from the Cretaceous period.
The crustaceous. Now is that's BC, right? That's
Yes, Reverend, it's before the Lord Jesus walked the earth. So, Doctor, I was thinking it was more of a Ceraterasauride or perhaps a Mesologopus. I've read about these things here and there when I was in New York. Have we run into each other? And I'll sort of make my way towards Jessica as I'm kind of talking to him.
the rest of us are like, yeah, some of these are words for sure.
Jessica chimes in and says, I believe these are Utah raptors.
Oh,
But you seem to know a bit of a thing or two. And the doctor then responds as, did you give him your name? I'm sorry, I don't remember if...
Yeah, actually, I didn't. Allow me my mistakes. Professor Jubal Thaddeus Beauregard, Professor of Miracles and Explorer.
Mr. Beauregard, no, I don't believe we have met. I'm sorry.
John's gonna walk over to Reverend Marcus and just whisper to her, "Did you hear her? They ain't that smart. Utah Raptors? I mean, goddamn Wyoming."
All right. Fucking Benny for that one.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Oh my god, the fucking delivery. Shit. Give me a second to formulate a response to that.
That's this campaign's dad power slave driver right there. Oh man. All right, JT.
Ooh.
Right. So as I make my way over to Jessica, again, I want to really lean into the observation here that she's a little more rattled. My dear, are you okay? Perhaps the sun is getting to you, or the weather, or the bones. Perhaps a little nip of this might help. And I'll sort of hand over a little vial of moonshine to her as I kind of walk by her. I'm not even going to ask, wait for a response. I'm just going to sort of grab her hand and put it in her hand, and then keep walking towards Dr. Weeks.
Yeah, she takes it. She takes a whiff and then like immediately wrinkles her nose at it and says, "I'm fine, thank you," and goes to hand it back. But if you walk away, then she kind of she just kind of holds it there, like she turns to the rest of you three, like, "What do I do with this?" Gesturing it out to any of you if you want some of a swig of the shine.
So, Doctor, did you do something to animate, irritate, or facilitate this fossil nightmare in some way?
I wouldn't know where to start with that. This is clearly some sort of miracle. The rest of you three, please give me another round of notice checks. He's down. He's down now, like inspecting the bones and whatnot. And just, I wouldn't know of any sort of magic. Ooh, look at that. All right, Reverend. As JT is talking to Dr. Weeks about this, you notice because she's kind of gesturing towards you guys, offering the moonshine. And JT mentions about reanimation, and you see something in her face kind of twitch towards that conversation. Like she's looking to you guys, holding out the moonshine, and JT says his statement, and she kind of turns and looks to them, and then like corrects herself, her expression back.
Interesting. All right. Carry on.
Mr. Beauregard, are you also what brings you all out to these parts?
My compatriots and I are exploring the Ghost Rock ventures, the mine, and we're seeking a friend of ours, but that's a story for after dinner.
I see.
Just find it. I was just gonna follow up with. I just find it a little odd that a paleontologist shows up right after some giant fossils try to destroy me and eat my wagon. That seems like more than a mite of a coincidence.
Coincidence indeed, yes. I assure you, though, I certainly did not send my findings to hunt out unsuspecting prey, if you will. I'm much delighted to find a skeleton intact like this.
Well, with the exception of the bullet holes.
Well, yes, that's something we can potentially take care of. As he says that, JT, you notice something in his face when he says that as well. And maybe a little bit of the fog begins to lift in regards to how you might know this gentleman.
I guess while they're doing that, John will go ahead and walk over to Jessica and take the moonshine jar, vial, or whatever from her.
Drink it yourself.
Yeah, John will take it, pop the cork off of it, and take a swig.
I'll go ask Jessica. Excuse me. How long have you worked for this doctor here?
Says I've been with Dr. Reeks for about a year now.
You don't have any idea what happened to these here, what'd you call them? Utah Raptors?
Utah Raptors, yes. No.
That seemed to be a little,
You can give me another notice check if you want.
notice check. Okay, I don't think I'm going to roll a 16 again, but give it a shot. How about a 5?
So you've been really just kind of paying attention because you picked up on some things already, and I mean she's definitely kind of skirting around something, or she's not, providing the details.
Any information you have about what happened here will be useful.
Kind of looks. She breaks her eye contact and looks to the floor, like down towards her feet.
Yep, preachers are used to that.
And she turns and looks towards Dr. Weeks, and she turns back to you. Well, Reverend. She kind of turns and takes a couple steps away from the other two.
I'll go with her.
I came across a mysterious elixir. Bayou Vermilion's reanimation fluid.
Now that was... Did you say...
Biovermilion.
I
Never would have gotten that.
just... Something inside me just compelled me to see what it could do. And... Came across a full set skeletons here, and well, I guess unfortunately we've seen what happens.
I think it works mighty well. Where did you get this?
It's been quite a while. Through my travels, I travel quite a bit with the doctor. Trade a lot of things for this and that, and sometimes trading to dig in people's land.
Sure. You wouldn't happen to know do the words Lux in Tenebris mean anything to you?
No, it sounds Latin.
I guess.
No, I don't understand the language. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. All right. We haven't heard of that before. Bayou Vermilions.
Probably not.
Okay.
I mean, considering your resident snake oil salesman is currently involved in a different conversation,
Yeah.
it's not really.
Yeah, I'll mention that to JT when we get a chance. What in God's name would possess you to use it on something other than a squirrel's carcass, for God's sake? I didn't actually say that.
JT, anything over on your end?
Well, yes, you said the fog is starting to part, right? So, Dr. Weeks, I know I know there's some sort of connection. Were you perhaps in New York recently, maybe 6 months ago? I finished up a residency there helping the American Bar Association.
No, don't get much. Don't get up to the big city.
How about London?
Perhaps
How about
no,
London?
I have not been overseas, but perhaps you simply come across one of my recent discoveries. Not necessarily too recent, but finding the Elasmosaurus. This large sea reptile. I came across a giant, almost fully intact, skeletal remains of the creature. Quite impressive, quite impressive.
Where'd you find that?
Forget where that was. I didn't write that down. I think it's down kind of.
I think it's a perfect segue for you can read all about it in the latest issue of.
Exactly.
I'm just hoping he'll say somewhere inland so I can look at John and just be like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, it's in Missouri. What?
Yeah. Right there on the Missouri coast.
Sorry, I'm from Missouri, and there's no coast.
I believe it was actually. It is. Maybe Kansas. Kind of like definitely.
Even worse.
Yeah, like definitely. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you guys wouldn't know about how the Earth was
Wouldn't
back
know.
then, so.
Wouldn't know anything.
Well,
Anyway.
there are theories. Yeah, there'd be theories at that point about the water, but no
Right.
real evidence. Yeah.
Not,
So-
not in this guy's head.
JT.
Yeah, Mr. You and Mr. The Earth was made in 7 days, and nothing convinced you otherwise, or
Yep.
JT, as he mentions this, that's where it clicks for you, because this was a pretty big story.
When was this?
What's that?
When? A couple years ago? Like,
Yeah, I don't have the specific date here. I think it was like a couple years ago, though. But Dr. Weeks found what he thought was, well, he did find the Elasmosaurus, but in a rush to get it to the public, he actually put the head on the wrong end. So it's a long-necked creature with a tail, and it put its head on the wrong end. So it had a long tail and a short neck, but it should have been the other way around. And it was, yeah, quite an embarrassing situation for Dr. Weeks. So he obviously is hanging on the just the fact that he discovered the skeletal remains, but
okay.
not that
Isn't
fact.
there-
Oh yes, that article was finer than frog hair, was it not? Right up until the part where you were debunked with the orientation of the ass and the head.
You see him like immediately kind of get red faced. He says, it was a simple mistake, Mr. Beauregard.
Oh, absolutely. There are many creatures in the earth that have their head up their ass, and you can get them very confused.
That's the first time I've ever seen you be able to tell the difference between the two, JT.
Now, John, are you going to bring up that wolf incident? They do speak Latin on occasion. It's been quite the research about that.
Be careful throwing that fire his way.
Jessica-
He's holding a stick of dynamite.
Jessica turns to you too, JT. And JT, Mr. Beauregard, you speak Latin as well.
Oh, I speak a great many languages, particularly those two. Well, I'm a bit of a rapscallion during my time across the pond. Why do you ask?
Oh, just the Reverend had
Yeah,
offered
that,
a phrase, but I unfortunately don't know it myself.
That one that I was trying to figure out the meaning of, Lux in Tenebris. That one.
is that
Yes.
from one of the scriptures or something?
Yeah, well, there was a fancy preacher, south end of the Mississippi, that started talking in Latin. I guess it was Latin. I don't know. I almost said
Yes,
I almost said Saint Denis instead of.
Sanctity, that's awesome. Yes, the light in the darkness. It is, of course, a biblical reference to bringing the great things into the world under the purview of evil and darkness. You know, perhaps like illuminating science, Doctor. I'm sure you can respect that.
Indeed, indeed. So, anything else can help you with? What is it that you said you're out here for the Ghost Rock?
Well, yes, we were at the Crittenden Ranch, and we ran into a little bit of a massacre of their beef. Now it all appears to
Oh,
make.
you see the pieces start clicking. It's like, and you think, and he just kind of gestures towards the pile of bone.
Well, it makes a great deal of sense. These are perhaps stomachless monsters who would want to hunt but would have nowhere to put the meat, therefore leaving behind the carcasses, irritating the ranchers. It makes a certain amount of logical sense.
I mean, that part does. The situation doesn't, but
So you folks found these skeletons buried somewhere?
Says Dr. Weeks says, well, I haven't seen all of them together. It's bits and pieces, and we, like a puzzle, we put them together.
well, now they're in one place for you.
Yes, it's quite impressive. To you all, I don't suspect you all have any need for these. I would very much like to put them together in a collection.
Well, now hold on. The last time you gathered bits and pieces of bones and put them together, next thing you know, they were coming to life.
Well, I don't think that was either their fault.
Well, you think these things just came to life up on their own there, Reverend?
John, would that be the weirdest thing that's happened to us in the last several days?
No, at least I can explain the other shit.
We can explain this
Indian-
one to Mr. Cooper. It's
Tribal-
probably the aliens.
Tribal burial grounds and whatnot. I can believe in that, but bones just coming back to life and terrorizing the prairie here.
You're forgetting the piano.
Not sure how you explain that one, but
Well, I think we all know
Piano.
the reason behind that. But
I
that's
wouldn't
neither here
worry-
nor
You
there.
all
Wouldn't
have
worry too
seen
much about
quite
the
a
piano.
bit, huh? It's
Well,
These
it could
gentlemen,
be.
these gentlemen have had too much of my moonshine. I have an entire barrel of it in my wagon. You just didn't. The only thing we need to worry about is the aliens. Beyond that, everything will be fine.
Again
That
with
and,
the damn aliens.
Where horses ran off to, are they around at all, or are they just gone?
you see them kind of in the near distance grazing. They've kind of settled off, and
That
Yeah.
classic herd animal mentality. Yeah, we ran,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
now there's food. So,
they saw a gator in La Grasse and peaced
oh
out.
my god, every fucking time.
Now, Dr. Weeks, I have perhaps a cream and gravy arrangement here. My camera is here in the wagon. We can do some photography of these pots here, and then, you can put a footnote of Jubal Thaddeus Beauregard on your findings as you research these. What did you call them, ma'am? Utah Raptors?
Utah Raptors, yes.
Aren't we a little far from Utah territory?
Well, you see, the way that the land was laid out back then, she just starts going off on the spiel of,
Who reads the Wikipedia page?
yeah, basically.
Wonderful.
But Dr.
You
Weeks
know-
does chime in and says, why, of course, Mr. Beauregard. Certainly. Let's go ahead and set that up. I'll kind of arrange some of these things so they look a little better, and Be much obliged to include you in this great finding.
Well, I reckon while you folks are playing scientist over there, maybe the Reverend and I, the rest of us, will go round up the horses and get them back over here for
Yeah.
us.
That sounds like a good plan. As we're walking over to the horses, I'll just like say to John and James, like, the assistant bought some sort of resurrection elixir, reanimation elixir, something like that. Poured it on the bones. I didn't think it needed to be said in front of her boss. Seemed like she didn't mean any harm by it.
Well, does she have any more of it, or she pour it all out?
I didn't think to ask. I'm not sure you'd want this poured on you.
Well, I'm not saying to pour it on me, but I just don't know if we want to leave it with her or.
I think she's seen what happens. I don't think she's liable to use it again on anything with jaws bigger than a horse.
Well, when
You
we
ever had
get
a horse
back,
bite you?
when we get
Name
back
was-
over there, maybe you can have a quick chat with her and just make sure she's not planning on any more tests.
Sure. I'll make sure to say something. Just didn't want to get her fired.
So they kind of set things up. JT, you're able to go grab your things, grab your camera, and good old Doc Brown and Marty McFly in front of the clock there. Take a photo. Photo or two.
Get your picture took. I'll just go over to Jessica. So you're not planning on using that stuff again, are you?
Well, if I had more, I wouldn't. No. Don't. That's my curiosity has been fulfilled. I hope that you'll speak to your man upstairs for me.
Well,
Didn't intend the harm that it caused.
the only thing that got harmed was some cattle, and John got bit on the shoulder over there, but he's okay. He's had worse.
Reverend doesn't know as we ride on, we find it's a massacre of a family and all sorts of people that these
Yeah.
things killed.
That would be troubling. It
As
seems
well.
like no one got killed.
Well, that's good.
Just next time you're testing out magical elixirs, maybe find something smaller.
Yeah. Good advice, Reverend.
Pretty limited in its scope, but yeah. All right.
Well, Mr. Beauregard, everyone else, pleasure meeting you all. Jessica and I have a lot of work here to clean up the site here. Where are you off from here? Back to the ranch?
Yes, right? I think so.
I think we owe them an explanation.
Go back and let Heath.
Yeah.
Heath know what we found. Let him know it wasn't rustlers. Maybe we don't.
Literal dinosaurs.
Maybe we don't tell him it was walking dinosaur bones. Maybe we just tell him it was just some animals out here.
They were
Was
already
it-
full, so they didn't need anything. They just kind of just left it there.
Yeah.
Giant chicken.
Well, that should be an interesting conversation either way. So I wish you luck in that endeavor.
Now, Doctor, are you camping out here, or you have a residence in Heaston Hill?
No, we just can I just travel along to our dig sites, and he gestures back towards the campsite you all saw in the distance. So we're currently set up there while we dig out some plots. And once we find what we think we found, we pack up and move on. Of course, with these two findings, we'll have to get them packed up and shipped out. So probably we'll be heading towards town at some point.
I feel like John wants a souvenir now from this thing. Like we go take one of its teeth.
Yeah, I was wondering. So, I think at the point that Bayou Vermilion is mentioned to JT, because that sounds like more of a weird science kind of thing.
Yeah,
is there a way to
I'll definitely
look
mention
around?
that. Yeah.
see if there's any residual components or researchable stuff there?
Give me a. You guys all actually can give me common knowledge. Reverend, where are you from?
Oh, that's a good question. He's from Missouri.
Okay. John,
Texas.
James,
Probably.
Also Texas.
Also Texas.
and okay. So, just straight common knowledge rules.
No weird science for me.
Did
Okay.
it roll? Oh, look at that.
My brain is.
Mush. You look over and James is drooling. Oh man. All right. So,
Incredible.
John and JT, you recognize the Bayou Vermilion as it's a rail company
I'm giving myself the distracted condition.
over in in the New Orleans area. Reverend, it was founded and ran by Baron Simon LaCroix, who runs the Bayou Vermilion Rail Company. He's a wealthy New Orleans merchant.
Does he have a line of drinks?
Oh, LaCroix. Gonna
But yeah,
put some,
that's what you know.
all right. No information on why they'd be selling resurrection elixirs.
Yeah, nothing really about that.
It seems like a plot hook for a different adventure.
So we gotta go down to the Big Easy and crack some skulls.
Oh man.
Shut down some resurrection potion factories.
They got fine women and fine elixir down there.
Some
Fine liquor.
fine storms from what I hear of it too.
As they're kind of looking around, Johnny's gonna go over to one of the skeleton piles where the skulls and see if he notices like a small tooth he can reach down and crack off the jaw, I guess, or if they have teeth still. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, you were
I'm sure I was
definitely
bitten
a
by
victim
one,
of
yeah,
one
so-
of them. So yeah.
John feels like
If you
he's earned that.
if you want to, give me a stealth roll to kind of be a little nonchalant about it.
Okay. And just so we know, if he's not stealthy, he's still gonna go forward with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
all right. I guess I'm like a ghost in the night here.
Yeah, you see that Dr. Weeks is busy with one set of the remains, and you're able to easily just step over and just kind of like, you see one that's fallen out on the ground and you grab it. I mean, it's a good size tooth, jagged tooth.
All right. We'll toss that into his pocket or something on his gun belt there, and a little souvenir to remember almost getting killed by walking dinosaurs.
All right. So you have rounded up your horses. Gonna put things back together.
And head back to the Crittenden.
Yeah, I reckon go back and let Heath know we took care of whatever was attacking his cattle.
Now, do we want to get a better story, like a more solid story? He's gonna ask us what kind of animals.
We'll just show him the picture.
I don't.
The picture with a pile of bones.
Also, I'm sorry. Someone in chat needs to clip. We're in Wyoming.
Oh yeah, no, we'll find it. I gotta probably about 10:30.
That.
That clip is amazing.
Yep.
So you guys are heading back to the ranch?
Yeah.
'cause I think that's
Okay.
what that's kind of where we left it, right? Was he was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
go check this out," and then come back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I figure he might have some more information for us if we.
So you head back. You see that when you pass by the kind of cattle field, you see them are kind of reined in, and the remains are kind of still there. They didn't really. I mean, there's it's an entire cow just destroyed basically. But they didn't really do anything with that. Not really salvageable. But you ride back into the ranch, and you see a few of you assume ranch hands just kind of here and there doing their business and whatnot as you come in. Then eventually a gentleman does come by that you recognize as Brock Crittenden, his son. Says, well, hello there. Did y'all find anything out? It's kind of been a little bit. I worried a little bit there for you that hopefully whoever's stomping those tracks around didn't come after you.
What's our story here, gang?
And this is what I was kind of referring to in the chat. I think someone's got to be Fred in this case and sort of explain things to the people. Because if JT does,
Jason's gonna start talking about aliens again.
yeah, if JT does it, it's not going to go well.
Yeah,
I think
We would have gotten away with it too if it weren't.
Yeah.
Or those
Well,
animated Utah Raptors.
Well, Brock, we followed the trail, the tracks from those butchered steer of yours, and let's just say we took care of the situation. I don't think you'd be having any more trouble with your animals getting picked off like that. I can't promise rustlers won't come around, but what did all that's been it's been resolved, we'll say.
Oh, that's good to hear. What exactly was it? I mean, certainly you said you don't think it was rustlers. I mean, nothing alive or real could have caused those tracks.
Well, it was alive at the time. They're dead now, though. We saw to that.
He just kind of looks very confused. Says,
There's I'm sure as you know, there's a lot of strange creatures out there roaming about.
yeah. I mean, it's especially I think with the ghost rock and all that stuff. Definitely. Give me a quick persuasion roll, John.
Alrighty.
You see some comfort in Brock's face. He's yes. Well, if you say that things are taken care of, that's good. As long as we don't have any more problems with the cattle. Been going on for a little bit. Kind of some of them missing, or this is the second one we found like this. Just a mess. Such a waste.
Did Jessica say how long ago she?
Not mentioned.
Motherfucker. Should have asked.
So this wasn't the first time you stumbled across a couple of your stock torn up like that?
the second time like this, yeah. I mean, we've had them missing, but you know, you assume they're rustlers. That happens.
Mm-hmm.
Do what we can to fend them off, but this is just something different. Why? There's no point in slaughtering a beast like that.
Well, we can't guarantee you won't have rustlers again, but I don't think you'll have this happen again.
Now
It
that's
was
good.
it was a more predatory manner, sort of a sportsman kill of the creature persuasion.
Sad it is. Well, you all came through here looking for Bud, yes?
That is correct.
Well, his brother, I know, is down in Uri. Might have some information for you. They're pretty tight-lipped around those parts, but
How did he and his brother get on?
oh, I couldn't tell you to be honest, but especially you know, the path that Bud has taken. You never know what Kin thinks of those choices. Sometimes they'll stick with you, sometimes they won't.
Well, I guess we ought to go talk to his brother in Uri then. That's up the road north a ways, right?
Yeah, on your way towards Fort Bridger there.
What time of day is it at this point? Is it getting into kind of late afternoon, early evening?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we ought to head back to town and then
Yeah, so we may want to head back to town and rest up for the evening before we head clear across the county to Uri.
yeah. I'm writing this down into my notes.
Brock, if nothing else from you guys, he thanks you all very much for the help. He just wishes you well and in finding you know, what you're after.
Did he say his Heath is not around for some reason, or he never mentioned, or we didn't even ask?
Yeah, I mean, you just came in and you just saw Brock, so you can assume he's around somewhere. You wanted to specifically talk to him?
Yeah. Yeah. Is your father Heath around somewhere?
Yeah, he's around. What something else I can do for you?
Just thought we might ask him a few more questions about Bud, unless you knew him pretty well. Also, I figured since you may work more directly with your father, but I guess I can ask you as well.
I can do try my best.
I just anything I guess you knew about him other than about his brother. Any places, any friends he had in town that you know of? Anybody you ran with besides his brother?
No, I mean, we just knew Bud when he worked out here, and then unfortunately he just kind of decided to take up, you know, this other sour line of work, if you will.
How
Haven't really seen much of him.
how long ago was that when he left working for you guys?
Oh, it's been probably a few years now.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't too recent then.
Right, yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I wanted to see. Just if you had any more information or people he might hang around with. But sounds like it's been a while since you guys have crossed paths. Probably for the
Yeah,
best.
especially since yeah, who knows? He's running with the crew. You probably have better luck looking at a wanted poster, unfortunately.
All right. Well, Brock, thank you for the information, and I guess give our regards to your father, and I guess till we potentially cross paths again.
Absolutely. Yeah. Be harvesting a little bit here in a few weeks. If you're still around, we'll have some steaks on the house, certainly, for the help.
Appreciate that. I know a couple in this group are quite the meat eaters.
Very well. Well, it was good to meet you all. Good luck.
All right. With that, I guess we'll mount up the horses and head back towards town.
And take off in the late afternoon, early evening here, back to Heaston Hill. First, I assume. Anything you guys want to do from here? Or are you just gonna catch, stay over the night and then head out to Yuri, or?
Yeah, I mean, I figure probably
It's still probably dinner time.
Yeah, so I mean, go ahead.
Well, now that we know that the distances are not significant, do we want to swing by, like Bogwater Lake and where was that reporter?
Oh,
Was
yeah,
wasn't
they
that-
were outside of town, down.
I think it was by Bogwater Lake on the Lone Tree Trail. I think they were out there.
The reporter is at 52 on the Heaston Hill map. It's all the way out to the east there.
Oh yeah, so it's on the way back into town.
Yeah, so we could swing by. I mean, do we have a reason? Do the characters have a reason to swing by other than our morbid curiosity? Or did we talk about that?
No, we did talk about it because that paper isn't around anymore.
That's right. Yeah.
And so Heaston's takeover of the town, that reporter might be the only other person that can point us in information.
Yeah. You ain't wrong.
What is Wildcat's Den? That sounds like a hell of a place.
Trying to find yourself a grass widow there, Mr. Cooper?
Oh, what?
I've been using the lexicon. It's just chock full of stuff, man. You
So
have no
much.
idea.
Oh my god, so much.
It's so much.
Did you go through that other list I sent you, Reverend?
I've been looking at it. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, we'll sunset here. You guys trot back into town, and we can pick up in 2 weeks. Where you guys, if you want to stop by that location, or just head back to your house, whatever from there.
Yeah, somebody needs to move the baby, so probably.
Yeah. Continue the journey from here. So, good session, everybody.
All right.
Yep.
Killed some dinosaurs.
That is not what I was expecting.
And I was expecting
No,
for
it was-
like chicken creature, like possessed chickens,
Yep.
not dinosaurs.
But that was a great opening combat
Mm-hmm.
scene for this. It really got things going. I did want to make mention. So if JT is gonna make, so now I have the artificer thing.
Oh, did you end up picking that one up? You can
I
infuse
think-
powers into it.
Yeah. So, but the way it works is I basically have to spend an hour or so making the item, and then my power points are invested in that item, and then you can trigger it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically like my lightning burst power. If we wanted to make bullets that did that, I have to expend
Rad.
those points. Yeah, exactly. So I have to expend those points, and it lives in those bullets until you use them. But then I don't get those power points back until
I've used them, and then you recharge them. Yeah.
Do they
So if you-
expire though?
no.
Like, no. So you don't, but you don't get them back at all until we fire them.
Right.
Like his,
Yeah, that
like, you-
part-
like if you're, I think I read like if your max is say 15, and you
Mhm.
put 5 into something, you
Then
can
your
keep
max is-
you can keep recharging up to 10 up until the point somebody uses that and gives the points
Okay.
back. Otherwise,
Man.
yeah, you couldn't just like spend an hour, spend 10, spend 10, spend 10, recharge back up to your 30. You just have like 100 points. Basically, have like your maximum on the board. If you think of like board game style, So
Yeah.
the 10 with you plus the 5 you have stored in something else.
Yeah, but burst, just for example, that's not a really expensive power.
James,
First
God damn it, Max.
Burst costs 2 points.
Ma'am,
What is
this-
it?
sir, this is a Wendy's.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my god. Wish I could post pictures in the
Oh
chat
man,
here.
in Twitch chat.
Well, no, in the chat in the Foundry.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to, yeah. So good. All
Oh,
right, cool.
jeez.
Yeah, no, that's a good one to have, especially is there if you come up against something that like
And
the horsemen that aren't affected by non-magic, potentially could be
That's
helpful.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
so-
some magic bullets or sticking. John quite liked though having Reverend put the magic touch on his
Yeah, you're
on his
welcome.
pistols there, with that raise damage. Be a
That was
+4 was
massive.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it
the
after,
other
and I
power-
should have stopped the first creatures, soaked that first one right away, but all good.
Yeah, but especially once I got the Joker, so I was doing +4
Yeah.
from that, +2, +1 if I use my trademark weapon, so I was getting +7 just right out of the gate on damage.
We need to figure out your the audio stuff. I don't know why yours isn't. Anyway,
Yeah, nobody else shot, I guess, so
JT did.
couldn't see. Yeah, JT's the only one, I guess, that.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't click my gun. Wait, I'll try it.
Yeah, let me try. I'll
Make sure
try
you target
Winchester.
somebody.
Okay, I'll shoot
But,
John.
the only thing though is if yours might not work, Reverend, because I don't have it set up. What's it called?
It's just called Colt Frontier. Yeah, it didn't make any gun noises.
Hang on. Is it a single or a double action?
Let me figure that out real quick.
I think it's a double action. So I think that.
That's my favorite.
Go ahead, try it again.
Yeah, it's a double action army. Double action army.
Oh wait, hang on. Oh, we're gonna do that.
I just. Okay.
Oh, whole game went away.
Now I gotta open it up again. Todd.
It's reloading.
I know. I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah. The other one we could do, which might actually be more useful, is
There it is.
You guys, if you guys want shooting advantages, because I can do the boost, that potion that gives you a skill buff. I can do it for shooting and put it like a wax on the guns, and then you get a whole die higher on your shooting skill.
Oh, okay, nice.
My shooting's a D10. You'd think that I would have hit more by this point.
Okay, now that one's working. Then my Winchester worked. Let me try my other army.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll have to go in and check everything, see if something got
Yeah,
changed. But
My Rosa though worked and the Winchester worked. Standard Cold Army did not yet, but
okay,
so something is working better now than it was at least.
nice, cool.
Isn't there a quest in Red Dead Redemption 2 where you find a bunch of parts, dinosaur parts for this lady? She puts
Well, I mean,
them
that's an
together all
ongoing.
wrong.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
there's like
she's in
there's a stranger that you just go around and round up. You find basically like the fossil checks that you do in the online thing. You're just looking for stuff. I
Yeah.
don't think she puts them together and makes them come to life though. But
Well, no. There are supernatural elements to Red Dead, but I don't think it goes that far.
Yeah, not that virus.
no, yeah.
Good stuff. All right, guys, we'll see you in a couple weeks for another good one. This was good tonight. So
Yeah, good stuff.
yeah.
Hopefully I can laugh next time without just a great deal of pain.
Yep,
hopefully I can
sounds
talk.
good.